Turning to the PulseChain ecosystem right now, we have been moving up here with the rest of the market, looking pretty good lately, moving up on ETH as well. We have Pulse at 4 zeros and an 8, PulseX at 4 zeros and a 535. Incentive is at $3.52. We got Hex at 2.8 cents and eHex at a little bit more than half a penny. And eHex has been running harder than really anything here lately over the last few days. We'll talk about that, I'm sure. But yeah, where do you want to kind of start with this ecosystem? Maybe we could just, as we normally do, look at the pulse chart and see where we're at. But things consolidating in a really nice range here. A lot of the charts, if you look at them individually, are set up to, look mega bullish here over the next few months. Where do you want to start here within PulseChain?
Yeah, let me go over to the charts here. Just take a look at PulseChain. This is the, what do I have on? Oh, the monthly. Well, let's take a look at the monthly. Almost like a little cup and handle here forming. Yeah, a nice or a very prominent W. Which both are very bullish. So I want to look at the daily though, because it breaks it down a little bit better. Yeah, we've definitely come up some critical levels. This one here at the 0.0008 was a significant level back here in April. It did meet some resistance there, and we finally got back up there and met resistance again. So until we can break through that level, it looks like that is our resistance area at the moment. Again, back here in April as well. So it's looking healthy though. I mean, we've got a nice green candle here, some good volume. Actually, not even a whole lot of volume compared to what it was like here just 3 days ago, and we only got a little candle out of it. So yeah, it's definitely looking healthy. Again, sometimes pullbacks are needed and necessary. So I'd like to see a few more of these stair steppers, a little bit pull back, and again, if we can get through this, 8.5, 8.7 area, things will be looking up to the next move, which is probably going to be. It doesn't look like much, man, until you hit the between 9.5 and sacrifice level. That will be our next target. Now, back here in April, again, beginning of April, this was some resistance before it broke through. So we will need to get through that 9.5 area, which we could see a little bit of resistance before getting through to SAC level. But again, just with the bullishness of everything that's happening, I don't really foresee that being too much of an issue. I think a lot of the people that are lettuce-handed have been shaken out. Now we're just dealing with traders trying to play it. I think there's going to be some bigger buyers that are coming in, and some of those guys are probably going to get left behind, like they always do. So it's been a good period of shaking out the non-believers, I think, and this could run a lot easier. Now, there's a lot of things that are obviously Pulse is a lot heavier because I think there are so many liquidity pairs tied to it. Just about everything has a Pulse pair. When other things move, it's going to help pull it up with it, and vice versa. When this one moves, it's going to pull a lot of things along for the ride. So yeah, Pulse is looking good. I'm assuming PulseX is in a very similar structure here. Yep, looking good there.
Looking really good, yeah.
Again, it's nice to see these little pullbacks, and we just keep stair stepping, and it looks so good. And I think
that one looks by design. I mean, that looks almost too good. Yeah, definitely very bullish.
For PulseX.
Yeah, looks amazing.
Well, they both look similar. When you compare the two, they're very similar in structure. I just had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very, very similar. For incentive, what is this? 1 second chart. Who was looking at 1 second?
There you go.
Again, it's not as defined. It's a little heavier though. You know, when you get up to $3.50, you know, it becomes pennies instead of fractions of pennies. So this will probably move a little bit slower. However, you know, seeing the same formation, stare up, pull back, stare up, pull back, stare up, pull back. I think we get another one here. We could be in the $4 to $5 range here pretty soon. That looks like our next $4.50 to $5 could be our next area of some a little resistance anyway.
Yeah, and then I know it's not really that far off until you get to the $8 mark or something like that for ink. So yeah, it can definitely start taking off out of nowhere.